I want to talk about why sports card investing is risky. It is. Do you know why? Well, of course you know why. Because players can get injured, players can become irrelevant, players can fall off of the chain and they're not performing anymore. Even sometimes retired legendary players can screw up their card values. So looking at a guy like O.J. Simpson, yeah, he's pretty much worthless to collect, I think. I haven't really looked, but I would assume so. I don't want any of his cards. Do you? Leave a comment below. So in the event that Luka Doncic tears an ACL and is done playing basketball forever, how much is your BGS 10, 1 of 10, cherry pop cracked ice triple fractor worth? Well, that's not a real card, so it's worth 0. But also, if he goes to 0 in skill and ability and career, so does his card value, right, guys? So this is your word of caution on investing on new players, okay? Even existing ones can be troublesome. If you don't have the money to buy a card, don't buy a card, okay? You're not going to get rich by buying a Luka and flipping it in 6 months when he wins an NBA championship, if that happens. You're also not going to get rich by buying a LeBron James right now. We believe that ship has sailed, potentially. But can you make investments in sports cards that make sense, give you long-term profitability or collectability, those kinds of things? Absolutely you can. It's something I talk about here already on this channel a lot, and it's buying in the legendary players. Kareem, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. Those guys, their card values really aren't going to see a whole lot of sink. I don't think so anyway. These are all my opinions, of course. Don't take investment advice from a guy on YouTube, unless you like me. So anyway, these are my opinions on how I think cards can continue to get value. Now, don't get me wrong. If nothing ever happens to a Luka or any of these guys that are getting invested in a little heavier than I think maybe they deserve for their current skill sets, but that's part of the fun, right? So you can still make money on those guys, and lots of it. People have done it. People are still going to continue to do it. This is just a kind of a caution, guys. You could really blow a ton of money on cards that you have no idea what you're buying and or no idea if they're going to be worth anything in 10 years. So if you look at, let's say everybody's hyped up last week, Wednesday or Tuesday or whatever it was, the Mickey Mantle sold for $5.2 million. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. There was only one Mickey Mantle, and there's very few copies of that card that are any good. There's probably, well, I don't know, hundreds of copies of some of the greatest rookies out there, or thousands or millions or whatever the number is. It's just huge. But the reason why these old cards fetch such a high premium is because they're sought after highly, because these players were legendary, and also because they're rare in that such a good condition. So this kind of leads to two things for investing in cards. I would probably stick to, if you can afford it, to invest into cards that are already graded. So in the unlikely event that you have some sort of a natural disaster or something crazy happen in your house or whatever, your cards are in these plastic shields, right? So they're really kind of protected from the elements. They're protected from a lot of different things. So if you're investing into high-end cards, I would recommend that you buy them graded or get them graded as soon as you get them. That would be a great way to move forward and make sure that your investments are protected. So with that said, I'm going to close this down a little bit. I just wanted to make sure everybody has a grasp that you could lose a heck of a lot of money if you don't know what you're doing, or if you buy the wrong stuff, or perhaps if you get unlucky. But hey, that's probably half the fun you're having, okay? I don't want to ruin that either. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with all your friends, tell everybody about me, and we'll see you next time.